Let's continue, children, from where we left that day. And we were talking about the sources of information, and already 3 sources we have discussed. That was the records, books, letters, writings, etc. And now the 4th source of information what we will discuss is newspapers. Newspapers, as I have already told you, that Vernacular Press Act was introduced by the Britishers in 1878 to repress the anti-government writings and propaganda. Means Britishers, they wanted that Indians could publish those newspapers only which did not criticize the British government. And the newspapers, the London Times, Bombay Times and vernacular papers. Vernacular papers means those papers which were written in local languages like Kesari. Kesari newspaper was very important and it was written by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. It was published in local language. Bal Gangadhar Tilak published it. And these newspapers, then this newspaper was in Marathi in language. Then Amrit Bajar Patrika, Amrita Bajar Patrika, it was published. This Patrika was published in Bengali. These all are the important sources of the history of modern period. We are, as you all are knowing, that we are reading about modern period. And the Indian newspapers that worried the British government. Why the British government worried? Because they were writing against the Britishers. Those newspapers were Sam Prakash, then Sulabh Samachar, then Hali Sahar Patrika, Amrit Bazar Patrika also, which was in Bengali, then Bharat Mihir, then Daksh Prakash, then Shadrani Bharat Sanskarak, etc. These were the newspapers which made the Britishers worried, and they imposed Vernacular Press Act in 1878. According to it, Britishers, Indian newspapers were not allowed to criticize the British government, and restrictions were imposed on Indian newspapers. Then next source of information was administrative. Administrative means you must be knowing related to administration. Administrative reports of the government. It also provides us lots of information about modern period, and we could analyze the situation of that time. This administrative report of the government, these are tribes, caste and land revenue settlements. These also provide various types of information about that period. And the basic objective, what was the objective behind these administrative reports? The basic objective behind the surveys and the British report of the government was to learn about India before it could be administered effectively. Because for active administration, for comfortable administration, it was necessary for the Britishers to know about the India. For example, report on the survey and settlement operations in the district of Champaran was written in 1913 to 1919. It is about the Champaran revolt in Bihar. Next source of information was internet or data bases. internet or databases. Internet or databases like Digital South Asia Library and the British Library's Oriental and Indian Office collections, they also provide us a lot of information about medieval period. Digital library means you all must be knowing. This digital word is very common among the children. Digital means it is a collection of documents. Digital library means it is a collection of documents in an organized electronic form. That form may be in any form, either in compact disc or today it can be saved into clouds also, but that time cloud was not there. So that time CDs were there, CD-ROM. So it is available on internet or on CD-ROM, that is compact disc read only memory format. And that is also in a coded form, and these all depends on the specific library a user. Suppose we want to use it, then we may be able to access magazines, articles, books, papers, images, sound files and videos from that digital library, and that digital library provides us a lot of information about modern period. Then Wikipedia. You all must be knowing about Wikipedia. It is very common. Any information we want to get, we can get it through it. Wikipedia, it is in fact a free online encyclopedia, and it is the largest and the most popular reference work on internet. You all must be using it. Its content is informative as well as verifiable, and so we can get the information about modern period from this Wikipedia also. Then next source of information is old buildings. Whatever the buildings were made during British period, these old buildings, then artifacts and people of that period, they also share their experiences and they provide us a lot of information. These architectural style of old buildings, then artifacts and people of that period, they also tell us the tales of the past, story of the past. Many people who participated in the freedom struggle and saw the important changes. You can take the example of your grandparents also. They must have shared their experiences with you about that period. These all the freedom, the people who participated in the freedom struggle and saw the important changes shared their experiences which throw light on the life of the people and the conditions that existed that time. About which time? What we are reading. In old buildings, you can take the example of Victoria Terminal, Mumbai, or Gateway of India, Mumbai, or Victoria Memorial, Kolkata. You can see the building of Supreme Court, Rashtrapati Bhavan, etc. also. So children, these were the sources of information about modern period, modern Indian history, which we have discussed so far. But in this modern period, the very first lesson was on sources of information. But in the next coming lessons, we are going to take a look at India's suffering at the hands of the British imperialism and the subsequent achievement of independence from the foreign power. We will read that how Britishers exploited us and ultimately how we got our freedom. So in this class in history, you have to read about this. And you all know that many changes that took place in the world, they all was originated in Europe, like Renaissance, Reformation, Industrial Revolution, French Revolution, Russian Revolution, nationalism, imperialism, etc. And about all these things, later on we will read in detail. So children, now this lesson has been completed. We will do the exercise questions. in exercise questions, I am showing you the answers of A and B part. Then later on, you will do it in your notebook. I will give you the snapshot of these pages so that you can copy it. First you see, first question is, modern period of Indian history began in the correct options, 4 options are here. You have to write 18th century. This option is correct, 18th century. Then second question is, the call you give me blood, I will give you freedom. This slogan, this call was given by whom? 4 options are given. Subhash Chandra Bose, Lala Lajpat Rai, Gopal Krishna Gokhale and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. You all must be knowing the correct answer, Subhash Chandra Bose. Then third one is, in which language was the newspaper Kesari published? I told you this question is very important. Bal Gangadhar Tilak started it, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak was from Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, which language is spoken? Marathi. So this newspaper Kesari was published in which language? Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Urdu. And options are there, and the correct answer will be Marathi. Then fourth one is, which one of the following was a major factor in strengthening the national movement in India? 4 factors are given. The establishment of Indian National Congress, discontentment among the masses against the colonial power means British power. Then partition of India in 1947 as 2 countries, India and Pakistan. Then fourth one is spread of education and awareness. Although all the points were important, but the most important point is the establishment of Indian National Congress. So it is the correct answer. Then next is the book Unhappy Indians. 3 books I told you written. Unhappy Indian was written by whom? Bankim Chand Chatterjee wrote which book? Anand Math. Then Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Then Lala Lajpat Rai, Sarojini Naidu. And among these 4 options, the correct option is Lala Lajpat Rai. Now come to fill in the blanks point B part. Land revenue settlements are an important source of what you will write? Information. Second, collection of Gandhi's writings has been preserved and displayed at Gandhi Smriti Museum. One museum is made in Rajghat, near Rajghat in New Delhi. That museum's name is Gandhi Smriti Museum. That you have to write. Third one is, the Indian National Congress was established in, I have told you it was established on 28 December 1885, but here date is not being asked. Only you have to write the year's name. So what you will write? 1885. Next is, the revolt of 1857 was ruthlessly means mercilessly, without showing any mercy, suppressed by whom? Britishers, and Britishers are here known as colonial power. So what you will write? The revolt of 1857 was ruthlessly suppressed by colonial power. Then fifth one is, the dash reforms were introduced in 1909. Which reform was introduced? Morley-Minto reforms. You will write M-O-R-L-E-Y, Morley, and M-I-N-T-O, Minto. Now we will see the C part. C part is match the following. First one is Amrit Bazar Patrika. Amrit Bazar Patrika, you will match it with what? Bengali. It was a newspaper in Bengali language. So you will mark Amrit Bazar Patrika with Bengali. Then second is My Experiment with Truth. It was a book written by whom? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi wrote this book, My Experiment with Truth. Then third one is Simon Commission Report. I have told you Simon Commission report was published in which year? 1929. So you will mark it with it. Then fourth one is transfer of power to the British Crown. Transfer of power to the British Crown in which year? After 1857, in 1858. So you will match this transfer of power to the British Crown with 1858. Now the last, this slogan was given by whom? Freedom is our birthright. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So you will match it. So this A, B, C. I will share the snapshot of this also on WhatsApp group. This A, B, C, you do it in your history notebook. And the long answers, D part answers, I will give you in my next class. Thank you.